What's up, guys? Loaded episode of Patriots Today by Chat Sports. I'm Harrison Graham. Kendrick Bourne says he wants to return. We'll react to that. Could Jayden Daniels be the answer at quarterback in New England? And Matt Judon is just straight up blunt about the quarterback situation. We'll dive into all that here on today's show. But listen, we haven't reached 300 likes on a show in 2 weeks. So hit that like button, help us out. Let's get to 300 or more likes on today's show. Kendrick Bourne, is he going to come back in free agency? He's made it clear that he would like to re-sign with the New England Patriots. Here's what he said at Media Row in Las Vegas this week. He said, "I want to come back. That is a goal of mine. I love being a Patriot, but you never know. Something good is coming in that building, and I want to be a part of it." I kind of think he's suggesting about the new coaching staff, Gerard Mayo, etc. He's had a good run here in New England. His first year was his best. Obviously, 2022 was the Joe Judge, Matt Patricia mess. And then this year, he was having a pretty damn good year. In 8 games, he had over 400 yards and 4 touchdowns. He was on pace to do even more than he did in 2021. And then he only played in those 8 games because of the torn ACL. So if you can get him back at a reasonable price, and he can give you that level of production, like low end 2, low or high end wide receiver 3 type of numbers, I think that would be a pretty good fit. Now, the wide receiver position is obviously one that the Patriots need to put some resources into. I like Demario Douglas in the slot. Kendrick Bourne's clearly not a number 1. You could argue he's not a great number 2, but I think on a 1-year deal, he could be your number 2 next year, and then you go get that big-time number 1, right? Maybe you go get a T. Higgins, a Mike Evans, or you draft somebody. For Kendrick Bourne, it's going to come down to price for me. I'm not paying him $12 million or something like that. 1 year, $7 million. 1 year, $6 million. 2 for 12, something like that. You could get him back at that price tag. I think that's a fair deal considering he is coming off an ACL injury. So I'd like to see him back. He wants to be back, and he's been pretty productive here, so I think it makes sense for both sides. Do you want Kendrick Bourne back, Patriots fans? Let me know. Type Y for yes, or you can type N for no. I think, again, if the price makes sense and it's nothing too hefty, then re-signing him is a good move. Let's talk about who could be throwing him the football. And Kendrick Bourne also weighed in on the quarterback position. What should the Patriots do with the number 3 pick? He's a big fan of Jayden Daniels, the quarterback out of LSU. So much so that not only did he say that's who he wants the Patriots to draft, he actually said that's his favorite quarterback in this entire draft. Here's what he said. "I like Jayden Daniels. Heisman Trophy winner, obviously. Love how he plays, being able to be versatile. I think that'll be a strong suit for us." And he was also asked about the possibility of trading down from the number 3 pick and getting more assets, etc. He said, "Don't do it." In other words, he wants Jayden Daniels with that number 3 pick, assuming he's going to be sitting there. So I thought that was a pretty strong endorsement from Kendrick Bourne. More on Jayden Daniels and just this whole quarterback situation coming up in a second, but do have to take a moment here to tell you about our sponsor. That is Prize Picks. Tomorrow is the big day, Super Bowl Sunday, as there's no better day on the year when it comes to daily fantasy, which with Prize Picks, it's daily fantasy made easy. You pick 2 to 6 players on your Super Bowl entry or any other sports as well. You can play NBA, college basketball, NHL, Major League Baseball when that comes back soon as well. Go to prizepicks.com/CLNS. Use the code CLNS to get a deposit match up to $100. This is my entry for Super Bowl Sunday. I've got several others, but this is the one I like the most. You get the freebie with Patrick Mahomes passing yards. You take the more there. I like Isaiah Pacheco to find the end zone. Chiefs defensive backs defend receivers very well, so I took the less on Deebo Samuel. But sometimes they get exposed by running backs, so I'll take the more on Christian McCaffrey receiving yards. PrizePicks.com/CLNS. Use the code CLNS to get that deposit match today. And check out what celebrities are picking for Super Bowl Sunday. Those entries are made public in the PrizePicks app right now. Go download it. Check it out today. Link is in the comments and in the description. We've talked about Jayden Daniels a lot on this channel, myself and Rolly. He's kind of come around on the idea of taking him number 3 overall if he is the quarterback that's available. Now, Rolly and I differ about QB1 in this draft. Caleb Williams, Drake May. I like Caleb a little more. He likes Drake a little more. But in either scenario where both are gone, I'm comfortable with Jayden Daniels at number 3. I think he's a good prospect. I like the other two guys more, but I just think if you're New England, you need to take a quarterback here. A, you don't know when you're going to be drafting this high again. And B, if you don't, what's the answer? Is it Mac Jones? I don't think so. Bailey Zappi? Bailey Zappi can be your backup. I've talked about that extensively here, but not your starter. Sure, you could try to sign Kirk Cousins or Baker Mayfield, but there's already reports that Mayfield's going to re-sign with Tampa before free agency. I don't think New England's at the top of Cousins' list, so take quarterback at 34? I don't know, man. If I was New England, I'd be looking to draft a quarterback with that third selection. Do you think that's what's going to happen, though? Will the Patriots draft a quarterback at number 3 overall? Type D for draft, as in yes, they will, or P for pass. I think you got to draft one here, man. I love Marvin Harrison Jr., but I would be drafting a quarterback with the number 3 pick. Make sure you guys subscribe to the channel. We're publishing videos every single day here on Patriots Today. Rolly reacted to the Dante Hightower hire on Friday. Love bringing him back to New England, by the way, as the linebackers coach. Go check that out if you haven't already. Plus, plenty more content that you have probably missed or possibly have missed. YouTube.com/Patriots Today. More videos to come here on the channel. All right, speaking of quarterbacks, Matt Judon talked about the quarterback situation, and he was kind of just blunt and brutally honest about things moving forward. He was asked about Mac Jones, who the quarterback should be. He said, honestly, I don't care. It sounds terrible, but I just want our offense to score points and sustain drives, regardless if that's Mac, Bailey Zappi, someone else. I don't care. I don't care. To me, that's a guy who, obviously he was hurt this year, but for a few years now is probably pretty frustrated because this defense has been top tier in the NFL. Top 10 pretty consistently, top 5 some in recent years, but the offense just stinks. I mean, in the last 2 years, it's been a bottom 5 unit in just about any way you slice it up. And I understand Matt Judon being like, I don't give a damn who the quarterback is. It just has to be better than what it's been. That's pretty much what he's saying. Here's what he had to say a little bit later as well in that interview. He said, I think both Mac and Zappi have the talent to do it. Do they? They just have to do it, and that's going to be up to them. I feel like he kind of like realized what he said, how harsh it sounded, and was like, okay, I better hype up these guys. This is not cutting it, man. Like, Mac Jones regressed in year 2 and then regressed again in year 3. I like Bailey Zappi as a backup. I think as a backup, he is fine. This isn't good enough play, though. You're not winning with those numbers. And forget the numbers, just watch. Like, it's just not good enough quarterback play. Like, Zappi just doesn't have the physical talent. Mac has lost all of his confidence, and he's not mobile. You just got to upgrade. It's that simple. I think any of those top three QB prospects would be an upgrade. Daniels, May, or Williams. Whoever's sitting there at 3, that is what I would do. I would draft said player. Now, I want to know what you guys think. Who will be the Patriots' Week 1 starter at quarterback? Will it be a draft prospect? Will it be Mac Jones, Bailey Zappi? Could it be a free agent? Could it be Russell Wilson? Who knows? Let us know in the comment section, and don't forget to subscribe. We'll be back on Super Bowl Sunday. Nick Roloff will be back in the studio with another video, so don't miss out on that. Enjoy the Super Bowl. We'll see you guys soon.